Hey guys, hope you are having a fun time inside today as it's terribly cold, and I just wanted to shoot a video for all of you who won't be attending my class today at Notre Dame because the campus is shut down. So I thought I'd just do a little bit of flow so you guys can practice in the warmth of your home. So make sure you have all your props with you, your blocks, your straps, your blankets, all the goodies that you need, and let's begin. So let's start actually in a nice comfortable seated position. And then automatically find out which foot comes in front of the other foot, right, when you're sitting down, if you're sitting cross-legged, and then make sure you swap the legs because we want to balance out the body here. So re-swap them and then sit nice and tall. Everybody inhale, elevate shoulders up. And then exhale, boom, down the back, okay? And then let's make sure here that the pelvis is nice and neutral, and we want that spine to lock right down or fall right into the pelvic bowl. And when the spinal column's right into that pelvic bowl and they're in proper alignment, then the joints fall into where they need to go to, and then the bones can hold the load of the muscle there, okay? You can go palms up or down, your choice today, whatever feels best for you. Close your eyes just for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's just simply make an intention here to continue what we've been working on in our classes, and it's practice what we call satya, and it means being honest or being truthful. So be honest with yourself here on the mat today, making sure you're listening to what the body needs and not the ego. Use your props, modify, be honest, you can give a little bit more. Another nice deep breath in. And then let's all come into a nice table position here, okay? And if you need to, grab your blocks, have them there at the front of the mat. And I'll mirror you guys today, okay? So let's go ahead and bring our right leg forward. And then make sure that the right knee doesn't go past your ankle. And then lengthen that left leg a little further back. And you can go onto the bottom, on the top of the toes there. And you want to make sure you have a straight line from your toes, ankle, knee, and the hip, okay? We don't want the left leg going all the way over to the other side right now. You want a straight line so we keep the hips in proper alignment. Hands down on your blocks of the earth. Let's tuck under that pubic bone, lift up your sternum, and then you can even take your left hand right around the little bony protrusion here, which is your as-is bone. Try and tuck up right underneath the as-is bone and tuck the as-is bone up as you pull up a little bit, and that way you're going to get more lengthening for the psoas into the sartorius muscle down to the adductors of the leg, that we can stretch out that quad and hip a little bit, okay? Work the shoulder blades together, lift the chest up, inhale here. And when we exhale, let's go into a half split, so take the glutes back. Slowly begin to straighten the right leg. Keep a dorsiflexion in that foot. If you need the micro bend of the knee, do that. Otherwise, you can straighten the leg a little bit more. Everybody inhale, wave it forward, sweep the chest up. And then exhale, boom, we're back again to half splits. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, back. Keep going here. Now, if your knee is sensitive on the ground, make sure you throw that blanket underneath it. You can flip your mat over, like that, and put your knee on that. Give yourself a little extra cushion. Good, one more time. Come on back, and let's hold here, okay? And again, if you need the micro bend, keep it there. Try to work the dorsiflexion into that right foot. Lift the sternum, depress shoulder blades down your back. If you can straighten your leg a little bit more, great. If not, it's all good. And if it's comfortable, we can hinge forward from the hips. Think about the hips like being a folding table. You're going to hinge forward, bringing your torso closer towards your thigh. That'll give a deeper stretch all the way up through the calf, all the way up into the big belly of the hamstring. Okay? Breathe in and out. Good. And then everybody inhale, bring it forward, and then tuck under those left toes, come up in a runner stretch here, okay? Depress shoulder blades down, and then inhale, we're gonna bend that left knee, but don't touch the ground. And exhale, press through your heel, right and back. And repeat. Keep going. Now, as you're doing this, you're dipping the back knee. Make sure your leading knee doesn't go forward past the ankle, okay? When you're dipping down, you should zip up the core, and that knee should stay right above or a little bit behind that right ankle. Good. Back down. Do it one more time, okay? Good, extend. Good. Now, without thinking too much about it, we're going to transition, so you can come back to plank, to table, or just flip-flop, okay? And we'll come down onto the right knee now. Flatten the toes. Make sure straight line from toes, ankle, knee, hip, okay? Lift the sternum up. Make sure the left knee's not going past your ankle. Feel free to take that right hand around that as-is bone, tuck it under, and then lift up out of that as-is bone to go ahead and get a little more length into your quad, the hip, the psoas. Squeeze your legs together. Inhale here, and then exhale, go to half splits. Okay. Keep the micro bend in the knee. If that's better for the hamstring this morning. Inhale, wave it forward. Exhale back. Good. Bring it forward. Back. Forward. Back. Do it one more time. Forward. Back. And we're going to hold for a couple breaths. Again, if you need to keep the micro bend in that knee, do that. If you can straighten the leg a little bit more, do that. Lift the sternum, the pressure a little bit down, stay here, or you can hinge forward from those hips, bringing the torso closer towards the thigh. And if you're being completely honest with yourself, and if this is too intense, back off, okay? Breathe. Awesome, and then slowly wave it forward. Tuck under those right toes, up into runner stretch here. And then inhale, we're gonna bend the back knee. And then exhale, press to the heel. And repeat, bend. Extend. Bend. Extend. Sorry, looking out this window here and I just saw a big old hawk landing in our back tree. So that's pretty cool. Do it one more time, okay? Nice. Now, we're going to drop weight onto that left foot. We're going to inhale. If you want to, you can rock back and forth to gain some momentum and then step forward with the right foot. Square up the feet. Toes should be nice and square. If you need to, bring the blocks a little further out front. You can bend those knees, take care of your hamstrings, okay? Soak the feet into the ground, roll the thighs in, and everybody inhale, come all the way up to standing. Little shoulders up and down the back. Let's prepare to flow here, okay? So, again, have your props close by if you need them. Hands come to heart center. Depress shoulder blades down. And let's have fun. Inhale, arms up. Pause here or do a little back bend if it feels comfortable. Rise up and then fold. Now, inhale. We're going to come up halfway. Again, if you're tight in the hamstrings, keep a bend in the knees. Let's slide a block underneath the head, okay? And let's drop our left hand onto the block. And everyone straighten the right leg. Bend the left knee. Lift your sternum up. Take that right hand right around that right hip bone. Gently push back so we get a little more lengthening for the piriformis, the glutes, and then into the IT band. Just keep that hand there, or then inhale, sweep the right arm up. Work shoulder blades together and press the ground away with the left hand. If you're real tight in the groin, keep a little micro bend in that right knee. You can look up, look to the side, or look down. Do what's best for your neck. Deep breath in, exhale, come home. Right hand down, straighten the left leg a little bit more, bend the right knee. Again, you can take that left hand on the hip crease there and just gently press back to get a little more opening. And then inhale, we sweep left arm up. Press the ground away through the block or with the hands on the earth. Feel that left glute pull back. Deep breath in. Exhale home. Inhale up halfway. Fold back in, and then let's step back with the right foot here. Right foot back. Make sure that that left knee's not going past your ankle, okay? And then let's go ahead and bring that left hand on the inside of our left foot. If you want to keep your right hand on your block, you can do it, or you can put the hand on the ground, but it may feel comfortable to actually walk your right fingers forward. We're going to do a little threading and twist here. So if you need to modify too, you can always come down onto the back knee, flatten the toes, use your blanket if you need it. So right here, I want everyone to inhale in, When we exhale, I want you to thread your left arm under the right arm, get nice and low, and then inhale, twist and open up to the left. Repeat that 4 more times, okay? Exhaling, thread, inhale, twist. Exhale, thread, inhale, twist. Exhale, thread, inhale, twist. Let's do it one more time. Thread, twist, hold here, okay, for a moment. Zip up your core. We're gonna come up to standing. So if you need to, again, you could always come down onto that right knee and stay there, or you can bend that back knee here, and then inhale, begin to lift the torso up. Squeeze the thighs together. We're gonna twist left. If you need to, put your left hand at the lower back and extend the right arm forward here, okay? You get to do that, and then feel the torso twisting left, or you take your left arm up behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades together, work the thighs in, and twist the torso left. Wide arm twisted warrior. Squeeze the thighs together, lift your sternum, tuck under the pubic bone in front, and then take your left hand either at the lower back or to the right hamstring. Turn your torso back to the front, right palm up, sweep it up towards the ceiling, tuck under the pubic bone, lift up, little modified reverse warrior. Deep breath in. When we exhale, windmill out, runner stretch. Good job, hands on the blocks, hands down, step back to plank. Boom. Depress shoulder blades down, shift forward on the tippy toes, activate your core. Don't collapse here. Press the ground away and then either drop knees to modify or come all the way down through. Chaturanga. Pubic bone down, feet down, hug elbows in. Inhale, wave up. Cobra. Again, elbows in, depress shoulder blades down, lift the sternum, let the collarbone smile. Slowly wave down. Repeat that. Inhale, waving up. Down. One more time. Wave it up. Elbows in, depress shoulder blades down. Good job. Come on down. And then we'll transition back to down dog, either through table, maybe an up dog or a cobra, or keep your toes pointed. Press them into the ground, hug elbows in, press the ground away. Inhale, exhale through a pointed toe plank, and then gently roll back to downward facing dog. Maybe walk the feet in to re-clarify your foundation. Externally rotate your shoulders. Again, that's the elbows down towards the ground versus the elbows out to the sides. We don't want the shoulders to creep up. Roll them out and down the back. Feel free to pedal the feet. That feels good for the calves, the hamstrings. Look right between the knees. We're going to transition out. So if you need to modify, come down to a table position and then bring the right foot forward. If you want more work, lift the right leg actually up in the air for a three-legged dog. Toes point towards the ground, and then step forward. Everybody make sure that that right knee's not going past your ankle, okay? Hands can be on the blocks for a sec. Depress shoulder blades down. And if you need to modify, come down on your back knee. Otherwise, we're staying lifted off that knee. We're gonna bring that right hand on the inside of the right foot. You can keep your left hand on your block, slide it forward, or walk your fingers forward a little bit more, create more space. Inhale. Exhale, threading. Right arm into the left arm. And then inhale, twist right. Do that 4 more times. Nice and fluid-like here. No rushing. Be honest if you need to modify anytime. That honesty is a sign of strength, not weakness. So I got 1 more. Pause for a moment. We're going to come up to standing again. If you need to modify, come on your knee, but otherwise you can bend your back knee. Slowly inhale, lift up. Feel the thighs squeeze together. Either put that right hand at your lower back, or extend your right fingers back. Left arms up front. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Thighs squeezing in. Turn the torso to the right. Look right as well. Good, and then you're taking your right hand lower back or to the left hamstring, left palm up, sweep it up the torso, turns back to the front, tuck under the pubic bone, lift up out of the pelvis, modified reverse warrior. Deep breath in, and when we exhale, windmill out. Runner stretch. Drop weight onto that right foot, inhale, exhale, boom. Left foot forward, keep the feet square. Inhale, we come up halfway. Hands can be on those blocks of your shins. Fold back in, and then inhale, all the way up to standing. If you did the back bend, complete your cycle. I'm gonna step back a little bit so we don't bang into the ceiling fan. Come up, hands to heart center. And then let's shift weight onto our left foot. We're gonna work into a figure 4 squat. So if you need to go to a wall, or put a block right in front of you, okay? Shift weight onto your left foot. We're gonna lift that right leg up, dorsiflex the foot, put the right foot up onto the left thigh, make the figure 4 shape. Shift weight onto that left heel, hands to heart center, slowly begin to squat. Imagine there's a chair behind you, you wanna sit in that chair, okay? And you're lightly feeling that right knee gently press towards the ground. Really gonna open the IT, to the piriformis and the glutes, maybe the QL as well. So here, you can stay. Maybe you can cradle that right leg. You can put your hands on the ground or on your blocks. If it's in your practice, you wanna go into a modified crow pose here. Hands on the ground. You're gonna drop that right shin onto your triceps. Hug the elbows in, depress your weights down, and then you can lift the left foot up off the ground. Only do this if it feels good today. Good, and when you're ready, slowly rising up, releasing. Shake it off if you need to. And we're gonna change sides, okay? So the weight shifts over to the right foot. Left leg up. Dorsiflexing that left foot. Up under the thigh. Feeling that knee gently press down, glutes back. Weights on that right heel. Hands to heart center. We squat. Notice the difference between both sides. One side could be tighter, looser, stronger, but do whatever's best for you. Don't let the shoulders creep up. They keep going down. You're feeling that left knee gently pressing down towards the ground. Good. We'll power up. And release. Shake it off. We'll back to the front of the mat. Feet soak into the ground. Hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Do a little back bend if it feels comfortable. Rise up and fold. Inhale, up halfway. Fold back in, and then let's step back with our left foot. Boom. So left foot's back, good. And then we're gonna slowly come up standing. Okay, and you could scoot the left foot in a little closer, but keep the feet about hips width apart. Hips are square. Hands on the hips for a moment. We're gonna slowly begin to straighten the right leg. And if you need to, we're gonna go into our straight legged runner stretch. If you need more stability, scoot the left foot even closer, and you can even put the foot in contact with the ground, okay? Otherwise, you can stay back a little bit. Lift the sternum, hands on the hips. We're gonna slowly begin to hinge forward from those hips. Come into our straight legged runner stretch. If you need a micro bend in your right knee, do that. You could stay here, hands on the hips. Hands can come on your thighs, your shins, your blocks, or the earth, okay? And then notice where this right hip may be coming forward more. You can even take your right hand, that thumb up into that hip crease, gently push back a little bit and feel the left hip come forward. So we square up those hips, okay? Lift the sternum up, depress shoulder blades down, and then slowly come in a little bit deeper if it feels comfortable. If you want to stretch out your calf more, dorsiflex the right foot, and you can even put a block underneath the balls of the foot that will hold the foot up and give that nice stretch even into the plantar fascia there of the foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe you tuck the chin a little bit more. Good, last breath here. Then we'll slowly release. If you flex that right foot, bring it down. Then drop weight here on your left hand, okay? Press the ground away. And if you need your hand on the ground, the block, you can stack 2 blocks even if you want to. If you need to lift a little bit higher, that's totally fine, okay? But we'll go ahead and exhale out. And then inhale, we're gonna twist to the right arm up for our reverse triangle. Thighs are squeezing in. Press the ground away with that left hand. If you need to, if that right arm's bothering you, right shoulders, go half bound arm to stabilize the rotator cuff muscles. Deep breath in here. And then exhale, come home. Let's bend the right knee. We're back into runner's stretch. Good. And then step back to plank. Boom. Nice job. Depress shoulder blades down. Drop the knees. Come back to child's pose just for a moment, okay? And if you need to open the thighs a little wider, go for it. And then inhale. Come up to table. If you have a block, find a block, put it in front of you, okay? And we'll come on to the forearms. If you don't have a block with you today, you could always interlace the fingers or push the hands into the ground, okay? Put the blocks down. We'll extend the fingers, slide the fingers past the top edge of the block, okay? Both sets, thumbs up towards the ceiling, elbows are in at shoulders width apart. You're squeezing the block so there's 0 space between the palms of the hands, fingers, and the block. Depress shoulder blades down your back, walk your knees back. We're gonna do a little dolphin planking here. So let's feel a little tuck under the pubic bone. Belly reaches for the spine. You feel the ribs press between the shoulder blades. Stay on the knees or tuck the toes under and lift up into your dolphin plank. Feel a little tuck under the pubic bone, activate your glutes. Breathe. Press shoulder blades down. One more breath. And then slowly bring the knees down. Flatten the toes, pelvis down. Lift the sternum, depress shoulder blades down your back. And you're right into Sphinx pose. Again, don't collapse in, don't round. Shoulders in. They go up and down the back. Sternum lifts, crown lifts, and then pull the head back. Good job. Let's do it one more time, okay? Ready? Move around a dolphin plank. Keep the knees down for a sec. Lift the pelvis. Tuck under your pubic bone. Belly towards the back of the body. Ribs towards the shoulder blades. Depress shoulder blades down. Extra work. Tuck under the toes. Lift the knees. Engage the glutes. Extra work. Lift the right foot off the ground, but keep your right shin parallel to the earth. Thighs squeeze in. Make sure, again, there's 0 space between your hands and the block. If you've lifted the right foot, bring it down and switch sides. But don't lift the leg up too high and the shin's parallel to the ground. Zip up your core. Everybody breathe. Stay with it. Good. Left foot down and release down into your Sphinx pose. And you can stay here or press back to child's pose or bring the hands under the head, turn your head to the side, Bend the knees so the heels point towards the ceiling and windshield wiper your legs. Awesome. Lengthen those legs back. We're going to transition back to down dog. So either come through table or cobra or up dog, or feel free to do your pointed toe plank again. Maybe add in a push up. And then back to down dog. Walk the feet in again to re-clarify the foundation. Externally rotate the shoulders. Feel the ribs press up between the shoulder blades. Zip the core, look back between the knees. We're going to prepare to come out here. So if you need to modify, come to table and bring the left foot forward or lift the left leg up to the air, three-legged dog, and step forward. Boom. Good. Have your blocks close by. Slowly roll on up. We're working into our straight-legged runner stretch on this side. So if you need to scoot that right foot in a little closer, do that. Otherwise, you can keep it back a little bit. Begin to straighten the left leg. Hips are square. Lift the sternum. Elbows in. Inhale. Exhale. Come on forward. Hands coming to your working position here. If you want to, you can even again take your left thumb up into that left hip crease and press back to the hip crease and bring the right hip forward more to square up those hips. Shoulder blades down the back, stay here, or again we go deeper, maybe the torso closer to the thigh. You can dorsiflex the left foot and put a block underneath. The balls of the foot, the hands come on that block to stabilize you. Breathe. Awesome. If you dorsiflex that left foot, bring it back onto the ground. We're going to work into our reverse triangle here. So use your props. If you need to stack up your blocks again on each other, have one block down, it's fine. Lift the sternum. Inhale, boom, we're twisting left arm up. We're getting half bound arm to stabilize the rotator cuff muscles. Press the ground away with that right hand. Look up, look to the side, look down, do what's best for you. Thighs are squeezing in. Feel that left hip pull back a little bit. Open the IT and the glute. Deep breath in and exhale home. Bend the left knee and then step forward. Square up the feet. Inhale, we'll come up halfway. Fold back in and then come all the way up to standing. Step back for a sec. Back bend, lengthen. And up and hands to heart center. Cool. Now, step back maybe about halfway in your mat. Some of us may need to sit on a block. Some of us may sit on a blanket. Okay? Set yourself up here. I'm mirroring you guys. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the left leg under the right leg. And you want your left heel going close to your right glute. Okay? And then we're going to take the right leg over the left leg. We're actually going to shoot to get the top of the foot in contact with the ground. So if you see here, I've got my foot on the hardwood floor. If that hurts your leg, that right foot, put your blanket underneath that foot, okay? Now, if this doesn't work, you're also more than welcome to maybe bend the knee a little bit. That feels better for you. So the bottom foot touches the ground. If there's too much pressure on your bottom leg, you could just cross the feet here if this feels better, or extend your left leg out and you can bring the right leg over like this, okay? So do whatever feels best for you, all right? And then from here, guys, I want you to actually take your left arm up, take the arm behind the back, okay? And then take your right hand up. Right hand goes around the elbow, try and persuade the arm down the back a little bit more, okay? Lift your chest up. Really feel that left glute press down. We'll inhale. When we exhale, we're actually going to dip right here
So we get some nice lengthening for that left side. You really want to ground that left glute into the ground. And then feel a little tug with that right hand on the elbow to stretch a little bit more and work the arm down the back a little bit so you can stretch your tricep out. Now you can keep your head where it's at, or you can let your head drop over onto your right bicep. And you can even look up if that's comfortable for your head. It's nice work for lats, obliques, to get that tricep. Maybe even get into the QL in the back too. Good. And slowly come up. Release the arms, but then take the left arm behind the back. Roll the left shoulder blade down. Take your right hand to the left side of your head and gently persuade your head over towards the right shoulder. And drop that left shoulder blade down. Just stretching out the neck muscles here. Breathing in and out. One more breath in. And now when we exhale, bring that right hand to the right side of the head to help the head back up. Release the left arm. And we'll all bring the right foot in contact with the ground so our right knee is pointing towards the ceiling. Again, if this is hurting your knee too much, you extend your left leg, but keep the foot active and dorsiflexed. And you could have that right foot and right over that left leg, okay? And then if you have an extra block, take your block behind you on the right side, okay? We're gonna find some nice length here. Lift your left arm up, inhale. And exhale, we're twisting to the right, and I actually want you to hug that right knee towards the left armpit. So we twist the IT into the, hip abductors, and you're gonna place your right hand on your block, maybe at the medium setting, it could be at a lower setting or a higher setting, but keep a micro bend in that right elbow. That way you can press the humerus bone back in your shoulder socket, squeeze the shoulder blades together, find length in your spine, soft gaze to the right or close your eyes. And breathe. Deep breath in, and then slowly release out. Do a little counter twist. Home, release the legs, and we'll change sides. Now, right leg goes under, left leg over, okay? And again, make any adjustments you need to if you have too much pressure with flexion, okay? Lift your sternum up, okay? Now, the right arm goes up. It goes down behind the back. Left arm up. Left hand goes around the elbow,